Everyone, it's your boy Sean. Welcome back to another Summoner Squad video. So in this video, I want to share with you guys 4 rules of thumb that I use to pick a rune during my rune grinding every day. Because rune selection is really depending on an account progression, units, or current needs, and these are like general rules that you can use and apply, but you need to really think about your account needs and should not follow high-end player rune selection like thought process, because it may not apply to you and you may sell very good runes that will really help to improve your progression. The first rule is to see whether the main stats or substats match the rune type. For example, if you look at Fatal Rule, it is generally used for attack-based damage dealer. So you want attack, crit damage, crit rate, and speed. So you can optimize the damage output of your damage dealer. Energy Rune would probably land on a support unit. So you would want defense, HP, and speed to allow the support to be tanky and fast to support your damage dealer. For Swift Rune, you would want speed above anything else. So if you have speed on that rune, is good enough. Anything else is like extra point you can get, it's good. If you can't, it doesn't really matter, because units that use Swift Rune are usually attack bar buffer and they need to be as fast as possible. Blade Rune is also a damage dealer rune, but it is more flexible than Fatal because it can fit on damage dealer that deal damage based on attack, HP, or defense. So the first stat that you want to look at is crit rate. Then you want to see whether you have attack or defense or HP. Then you want crit damage and speed. Crit rate is so important. You can have 200 crit damage, but if your crit rate is like 40, it doesn't matter. Always aim for higher crit rate on any damage dealer rune that you can get, as many crit rate as possible. The second rule is to look at the combination of substat. As you move on into the game, you will get runes like Violent, Nemesis, Will, Revenge, that doesn't really have certain stats or substats to match the type. So you want a combination of damage dealing stats like crit rate, crit damage, attack, speed on one rune, or you want very support kind of combination like speed, HP, accuracy, and defense. For example, this is a very good rune for any damage dealer because it has the 4 damage dealing stats that a damage dealer need and some extra HP to boost the survivability of that damage dealer. This is another good combination of substats for damage dealer. The rune originally only have HP and attack as substat. I took my chance, upgrade the rune, got both into attack percent, and got lucky with the extra crit damage and crit rate. This is the support tank combination, so you have speed, HP, defense, and accuracy on a rune. So this rune fit really well on my Darien, who is a support that requires tankiness and some speed to top it off. This rule is like in the middle ground, so it's good for support thanks to the speed and accuracy, but it is also very good for a bruiser that deal damage based on HP. So it's currently on my retash because it provides crit rate and speed. The accuracy is actually important for retash to be able to provoke. So Shield Rune is another gray area and you want a good combination of stat in there. This is another example of damage dealing combination of stats. Very nice attack and speed. So don't be afraid to try and upgrade 5-star rune, because you will never know what Comtours can do to surprise you. So this Will rune here is actually on my Isabel. It is not a damage dealer rune, but why is it on my Isabel? Because I need to provide Isabel with survivability. All the runes that Isabel has is very attack oriented, and this is the only rune that has the tankiness substat in it, and it's good on Isabel. I'm dealing enough damage, so more damage is redundant and more survivability is really needed. So I take any purple or blue rune that has a speed substat on it and try to see where my luck takes. I think this Nemesis rune was a blue rune, and I got lucky with my upgrade into speed. Another blue grindstone, and this become a very good rune for an attack bar booster. It is currently on my Purion. Very nice speed substat, so never be afraid to keep a blue or purple rune that has speed and maybe flat attack, flat defense. Try and upgrade it and see whether it can be used on a Bernard, a Purion, or Megan. But if there's no speed on a rune, do you keep it? Yes, if the combination of substat is nice. Don't be afraid to try your luck and upgrade and see whether the last upgrade will get you some nice speed substat. For example, this rune is currently on my Lisa. As you can see, the first three is a nice combination of support substat, and the last row gave me speed, and this rune became a perfect rune for Lisa in R5 because it had the nice 13% resistance right there that I really need on Lisa. Lisa is still currently lacking another 16% resistance that I need to find somewhere and put it on her. This was also another example of no speed substat. I really needed another 5 speed on Taurus to sync his speed with other unit in my Cliff AO. Try out my luck, got 5 speed on the last row. Another blue grindstone gave me another 3 speed, and this rune became a perfect rune for a bomber. So don't be afraid to try your luck and roll speed. To sum up, if you have speed, try your best. If it doesn't roll into speed and it roll to like flat stat, sell it. If the rune had no speed but very nice combination of substat, try your luck. You may get speed at the 4th row and it become a very good rune. The last rule is to know what you need. When you farm your rule, really keep in mind what improvement you are trying to make in your unit. For example, this shield rune, it was a very weird rune. It has like accuracy, resistance, some flat stats, and crit damage. Somehow my upgrade went all to crit damage, and I know that my Amir has already reached 100% crit rate, exchanged for another 10% attack, and this rule became a perfect rule for my Wind Ifrit because he already reached 100% crit rate. This rule boosts the damage by a lot. So know what you need, and you will actually keep like weird runes, but it really fit into your box or your unit. So these were the general advice that I can give you, but you really need to dive into your account, see what you need, see what you lack, and farm for those runes that fit your problem, and not just be very close-minded. Just look for the perfect substat and you will be forever selling rune and not keeping anything. But you may have sold a very good rune that could have helped your progression into the game. So thank you so much for watching until the end of the video. I hope that I helped, and if you have any question about how I select my rune, drop a comment down below, like this video, share with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one as soon as possible. Bye!